The City of Witches, Episode 18, Ghost Hunters, Chapter 5. Giovanna explained everything to Bartolomeo and Nicola. Everything that the ghosts are, everything that ties the ghosts to the realm of the living. And the most important thing, they can let the ghost escape their torment. The brothers seemed moved. They had no idea there was such a layer to ghosts. To the beings they were recording about for quite a lot of time, were treating them like simple catalysts for adventure. Scary, intimidating, but wild and unlike people they once were. They had trouble forming thoughts on all of this. "We had no idea," said Nicola. "You always hear that there is some scary stuff going on somewhere, but you never hear this side of the story," said Bartolomeo. "You simply have to know who to listen to," said Giovanna. "And I hope you will become people from whom one can listen." "We will try," said Nicola. "That much I can promise." "Wonderful," said Giovanna. "Trying is a great start. So what should we do now?" asked Bartolomeo. "First, we have to find his daughter," said Giovanna. "He said her name was Kate. We should try to visit her. Well, let's not waste time." As they all were leaving the Skeleton Hotel, Angelo sighed. "I wanted to see more drama," he said. Finding the family house of the Huxleys was easy. They lived on an uncomplicated street, and their house was standing out. Its walls were brown, and it was surrounded by orange and yellow houses. Its doors were painted white. The six from the Skeleton Hotel were standing on the opposite side of the street. 6 pairs of eyes looked at the house and then at themselves. "I'll go with our guests. You stay," said Giovanna. "There's no reason for you to come with us. We shouldn't make too big of a crowd." "Yeah, that would be a lot of guests for one house," said Sarah. Giovanna then looked at the Italian boys. "It's time to go," she said. "Hold up," said Nicola. "Are we seriously going to some random house just to say something that sounds so random?" "Yes, is there a problem?" Yes," said Bartolomeo. "You don't do that to people you don't know." "Funny of you to say," said Giovanna. "Isn't your whole channel about just that?" Nicola and Bartolomeo tried to find a counter-argument to that. But after their experiences from the Skeleton Hotel, they couldn't find a single one. Maybe they were beginning to understand the ghosts. Maybe they were starting to reflect on their actions. "Let's not waste any more time," said Giovanna. "I don't want to keep Kate waiting." "I too would prefer to not wait anymore," said Bartolomeo. "Yeah, if we need to do it, then let's make it quick," said Nicola. "Wonderful," said Giovanna. "Then let's go." Giovanna took the visitors with her, and they strolled to the front door of the house. She knocked on the door. Soon they heard a voice from behind it. "Who's there?" "Hello?" Giovanna said. "We are looking for Kate Huxley. Did we come to the right place?" The voice from the house sounded less friendly all of a sudden. "And what do you want from her?" Giovanna tried to think of some logical way to say what she needed to say. "Look, it's not going to sound believable, I think. We're here because of James Huxley, and—" "How do you know this name?" the voice asked upon hearing the name of the dead builder. "Well, you see," said Giovanna, "you have all the right not to believe us." And she paused. The story about the ghost didn't seem believable enough to actually use it. She needed to come up with some clever half-truth. "We have talked with somebody who knew him," she tried to explain. "An old colleague from work. He mentioned that James had a daughter and wanted to know if she's alright. That's all." The voice went silent. Everybody became nervous. "Look, a simple yes or no will be enough," said Giovanna. "And then we'll go away, I promise." All right, said the voice. Whoever told you to come, just tell them that she's all right, and please don't come back. Thank you, said Giovanna. Goodbye, we're leaving now. She turned away from the house. Let's go, she said to Nicola and Bartolomeo. They joined the rest. For a moment I thought this might not end well, said Sarah. I am glad I was wrong. It hasn't ended just yet, said Giovanna. There's one last person to visit. Giovanna, Bartolomeo and Nicola were back at the Skeleton Hotel. Sarah, Ursula and Angelo decided to wait for them outside. The brothers have summoned the ghost of the dead builder. So, did you talk to Kate? He asked. We're not quite sure, said Giovanna, but we did visit her home, and we've been told that she's fine. The ghost looked relieved. Thank you, he said. That's great to hear. We hope you'd feel better, said Giovanna. I do. Thank you. I think I can move on now. We won't stop you if you feel like it. The ghost started breaking into bizarre see-through smoke. Thank you, once again, he said. Goodbye. And soon he disappeared into the afterlife. Nicola and Bartolomeo were mesmerized by the view of a relieved ghost leaving the realm of the living and by all the experiences of the day. When everybody reunited outside, Sarah was the first to speak. So, how did it go? I think it's all right, said Giovanna. I think they understood. She turned to the guests. You now see what it is all about now, right? She asked. A simple yes or no will be enough. Yes, said Nicola and Bartolomeo in unison. Wonderful, said Giovanna. I hope you will remember this day. E che ora? Said Angelo. Gelato? Giovanna chuckled. Perché no? She said. Sarah was so surprised. You know Italian? She asked Angelo. Well, he answered. Sometimes you do learn some basics from a significant one. The newest video from Fratelli Aurori was surprising and interesting to watch. It started as usual, but soon delved into the adventure they had with Giovanna and the lessons they learned. At the very end, there was an interesting part spoken by Bartolomeo. That's why we decided to redirect our world tour. We want to go back to the places we've already visited and apologize. And we want to make the afterlife better to the ghosts we've met, added Nicola. We hope this change of pace will be welcome, said Bartolomeo. Giovanna was glad they were seriously into changing. She was assured that it's worth it to believe in second chances. And she actually rooted for them.